Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
This is your call to action. Get prepared, America. Economy, survival, energy, disasters. This is USAPrepares.com. Informative radio, educational radio. Interact now by emailing instructor@USAPrepares.com or text at 434-390-7953. Class, please take your seats. Now, your instructor, Vincent Finelli.
Watch the greenbacks tumble.
I think I overdid it. Dr. Shealy, are you blessed?
Hey, Vince, I think you've been not doing it enough the last couple of weeks.
Oh, boy. Dr. Shealy, it's so great to hear your voice. I was working on the farm for about a week. I just needed a week to get the farm ready. And I've been talking about this thing that I've been calling nesting. And I think that's kind of what I'm doing. Everyone here at the farm is preparing for winter, at a deliberate, steady, strong pace until we collapse, every night. And I mentioned that at the meetup last Monday. And I said, this is what I'm doing. This is the term I'm using. And it's kind of like the term that describes animals when they're getting ready to have babies. They build the nest and they prepare the nest and they get ready for the next generation. And I'm doing it to prepare for winter and prepare to keep the animals safe and alive, and because we don't know exactly what the winter's going to be like, but to make sure they have enough hay and the fence is working and the waterers are working and so forth. And I'm hearing that more people are describing that kind of behavior when they call us up. They're saying, "Have you noticed people doing this?" And I guess maybe there are more people who are doing this. Are you hearing or seeing or feeling any of this as well, Dr. Shealy, or is it just a few of us?
Say that to me, I feel that way most of the time.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm just sort of detached from the kerfuffle.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you get plenty of rain this morning?
Oh man, yeah, we did. We had a lot of rain. It's still raining here. And I've got this weak point in our solar power system. And whenever we have a massive lightning strike, it just knocks it right out. So I was out in the barn working on that this morning before the broadcast. So yeah, we have got plenty of rain here. And actually we have more rain than I'd like to see in certain spots of the farm. And I have to expand some of our swales so that we can have the water run away from some of our buildings better than it does. And that's probably something I might work on the weekend, get on the backhoe and tweak that. But it's nice to have the rain. It really is. It's nice for the grass. It's nice to cool down the temperature. And okay, I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I was on the phone with Miles yesterday before the broadcast, and Miles is in Europe. He's one of our instructors. And he heard me talking about a cow that died during birth. And this is the second one we've had this year. So we've lost 4 cows.
Wow.
2 cows, 2 calves. And it's really heartbreaking. And I mentioned this, and he called me up yesterday and he said, "Vincent, same thing is happening here in Europe." And so what he did it's interesting how he does similar things to what we do. We checked with a local veterinarian, and we said, "What's going on?" Because it's not just us. And he did the same thing. He checked with 4 of the veterinarians in his area. And the vets that he talked to believe, without examining the bodies, that it's heat related. I believe it's heat related. And the veterinarian here in the Ozark, who our family have talked to, believes that it's heat related. Now, it wasn't really all that hot in temperature. We're talking, let's say 86 degrees. So it wasn't, over the weekend, it was 86 degrees, but I was out there and I couldn't take it. I mean, I was working in the shop, in the barn, going back and forth between the buildings. So I was out of the sun. But I came into the house and I said to Mrs. Finelli, I can't take it. It is just so hot outside that I'll just work inside. I just can't be outside. And that's after maybe 10 minutes of being outside. It felt like the sun was drilling through my skin and just microwaving me from the inside out. Literally, it felt, I couldn't take, I was dripping with perspiration. And I have a feeling that is the same thing that's happening to these large cows. And I asked Miles, our instructor, what color are your cows? And they've got all colors there. And on our farm, we have mostly black Angus, but we have a few red Angus. Now, the red Angus don't seem to have the problems that the black Angus do. And I'm wondering if it's related to the color of their coats.
Well, black, of course, absorbs light or heat from the sun more than red and more than white. And, of course, the other thing, Vince, is that June and July are among the wettest months we've ever had, especially this time of year. We had 10.1 inches of rain here in July.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's the humidity plus the heat, you see. Remember, the heat index is often 10 to more degrees above the actual temperature if it's humid.
Mm-hmm. And I was talking with John Regan, and this week, and he's in Texas near Dallas, and he said they're having a cold front moving in, and they're expecting temperatures down to 98, down to 98.
Right. Now, we're not accustomed to this degree of humidity with the heat. Yes, half the time we have high humidity, but this is unusual both in moisture falling as well as, all kinds of changes that are taking place. Probably also remember about the ozone layer and all that having been depleted. So there's cumulative things. I mean, look at the wildfires in California.
Yeah. And, that was a real concern. Monday, we were getting ready for the meetup, Mrs. Finelli and I, and we went out to the backyard and we smelled this fire. And we thought, oh man. And we've smelled these before. And we thought, this is really a bad thing because a wildfire could take out, lots of farms. So before we went to the meetup, we drove all around the area to try to find out where this smoke was coming from. And we couldn't find it. So we thought, okay, we're probably somewhat safe for now. And we were. But that is it's a really serious concern. Dr. Shealy, there's so many things that if one pays attention, there are so many things to be concerned about. And that of course brings to mind another thought. And that is, I was reading an article about this model. And this model, and it was titled Psoriasis and Stress. So this model who, a young female, probably I'm guessing around late 20s. So her profession is modeling, and one of the things that she can't have is these psoriasis outbreaks. And she was talking about, in this article, about how the stress of modeling causes her psoriasis to flare up. And I was talking to one of my outlaws who has had psoriasis for probably as long as I've known him, at least 35 years. And he told me that he is absolutely convinced that psoriasis is directly related to the stress of his job. He has a tough job. He lives on the East Coast and works in Chicago. And his company finds him so valuable that they will put him on a plane on Monday morning So he'll leave his house at like 4 o'clock in the morning. He gets picked up at his house by a guy in a car. They drop him off at the airport. He hops on a plane, flies to Chicago. Sometimes the flights are canceled. And so he's got timetables that he has to meet. He has to be at certain places at certain times. Otherwise, he misses his flight. He can't get to work. All kinds of things go wrong. And he has these psoriasis flare-ups. And they're large patches. I would say maybe, 8-10 square inches, per arm and legs. And he's lived with us for as long as I've known him. And I said to him, have you considered diatomaceous earth? And I brought some with me, and I showed him, and he said, Vinny, I was off for a week, and my psoriasis went away. As soon as I got back to work, it came back. So he has seen that, and this model is talking about the stress. Dr. Shealy, what can you share with us about psoriasis, stress, diatomaceous earth? What can we do about psoriasis?
All illnesses are related to stress. Mm-hmm. It is a question of where your particularly weak spot, if you will, in your body is most sensitive. So remember, this is an autoimmune disease. It is attacking his own skin. And of course, what's the largest organ in your body? The skin.
Yeah.
Now, first, second, and third, all psoriasis patients are sensitive to wheat and gluten, and they're all deficient in vitamin D3. So if he would take 50,000 units of vitamin D3 once a week and 15 milligrams of K2 because it's synergistic with it, that alone might help it. The diatomaceous earth would help detoxify the intestines because, again, no matter what's going on, a healthy intestinal system is critical to optimal health in every part of life. So I think that combination could be almost miraculous, even in allowing him to handle the stress better. Finally, of course, in general, these people with psoriasis are somewhat deficient in omega-3 fatty acids.
Omega-3. Okay, and how much K2?
15 milligrams in his case.
Okay. Dr. Norm Shealy's with us. NormShealy.com. That's NormShealy.com. When we come back, I'd like to chat with Dr. Shealy about chemicals and cancer. Something our son said. We'll be right back. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Hi, this is Walt Augustinowicz. I'm the founder and CEO of ID Stronghold. By now you've heard our commercials about wallets that protect you from electronic pickpocketing. 10 years ago, I created a way to protect my own cards from prying eyes after government officials started talking about issuing a national ID card with a built-in radio chip called RFID. I felt having to broadcast my personal information was an invasion of privacy. Soon after, it was also announced that credit cards, debit cards, U.S. passports, hotel room keys, and even transit passes would all soon incorporate RFID. It was then I formed ID Stronghold to share my inventions in blocking RFID signals with the world. There are a lot of misconceptions out there today about RFID. I encourage everyone informed and get protected. Please go to idstronghold.com and get the facts and the wallet, sleeves, or badge holders you need to protect your personal financial data. You'll be pleasantly surprised that through our direct sales model, you won't pay more than other comparable unprotected wallets. It is as though the protection is free. Visit idstronghold.com today.
Okay, honey, I have to ask, and be honest here. Have you been taking a little blue pill? Because things have been pretty good in the bedroom lately.
No, I swear.
You didn't pick anything up at the Pharmacia last month in Cancun?
No.
Well, something's different.
I have been taking that heart and body extract you bought me.
But that's for your heart and to control your cholesterol.
Well, I read HB extract also promotes healthy prostate function.
I never guessed it would work this well,
But you're glad it did.
Oh, yeah.
Heart and Body Extract is a 100% organic formula that promotes a strong heart, healthy arterial flow, better circulation, improves erectile and prostate gland function, and provides youthful energy, strength, and stamina. Find out more at heartandbodyextract.com. Heart and Body Extract paired with healthy heart choices is a winning combination. Call toll-free to order or for free information. 1-866-295-5305. 1-866-295-5305.
You are an individual with your own thoughts, decisions, and actions, so why should you be penalized for not enrolling in the subpar health insurance mandated by the government when you can be truly independent with Liberty Health Share, a bold, innovative alternative, allowing you to take back control and make your own decisions about your health care? Mention this ad when you call to learn more. 800-714-6993. That's 800-714-6993. Liberty Health Share. Together, we are one.
We've all heard the news stories. Another shooting, and they're getting worse. That's why Infidel Body Armor introduces Infidel Fridays, exclusive 24-hour insider deals to save you money and possibly save your life. Make it a favorite when you log on to InfidelBodyArmor.com. Then be sure to visit each and every Infidel Friday to get special insider pricing, but for 24 hours only. That's InfidelBodyArmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Class Dr. Shealy's with us, medical doctor, brain surgeon, surgeon of the year. And if you'd like to call in, we'll pay for the call. 866-582-9933. 866-582-9933. If you'd like to talk with Dr. Norman Shealy. Dr. Shealy, our son over the summer, he's a college student. He's just about done with college, and he applied to do something he really wanted to do. He volunteered to become an intern at a veterinarian's office, and it's a large office in this particular part of the Ozarks. And so he'd drive into work every day, and he would help out, and he's been involved in helping out with surgeries and working with all kinds of animals, large animals, and pregnancy checking of cows and castrating bulls. And I mean, he comes home covered with cow poop. I mean, it's kind of an unusual thing to want to volunteer for, but that's what he did. And he was telling us this story. He said, a farmer came in and kind of a senior citizen, and it looks like the chemicals caught up with him. He now has cancer. And it was very sad, but he said it in such a way that he realizes the cumulative effect of some of the chemicals that are so dangerous in the professions that people use. And I wanted to share that with you, that it looks like it's coming home to roost, that we're poisoning ourselves. Now, he was talking about some serious chemicals that are used in agriculture and farming and in the dairy business. But we're using chemicals that are serious all around us. I mean, we're pouring chlorine. I mean, absolutely deadly. It'll kill any living thing on the planet. And we'll pour that into our swimming pools, and then we'll jump in.
Well, you would, but I wouldn't.
Well, not me, Dr. Shealy.
I know that. I'm just teasing.
We had, when we were in Virginia, we had a pool, and we put in a silver and copper ionizer, so we would not have to use chlorine.
Yeah, I don't use the silver, but I do use copper, and
it works. And it works great.
It works beautifully.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is,
and we're often deficient in copper.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about that too. We used to use copper plumbing. Let's say back in the 1960s, maybe in the 1950s, we transitioned from galvanized pipe for water in our homes to copper pipe, and then we transitioned to plastic. And I'm wondering if when we were using copper plumbing, that our hair was darker, because isn't there a link between a copper deficiency and hair turning white?
Yes, but also the other link is the weakness of the arteries. The arteries are among the organs that need more copper than any other. And aneurysms, both of the aorta or in the brain, are increased in people who are copper deficient.
Okay, so what is the best way to consume copper, Dr. Shealy?
Well, interestingly, I'm glad you asked that, because 35 years ago, over the counter on the market was a wonderful anti-inflammatory copper salicylate, or, really essentially aspirin that had copper molecule attached to it. And that was used by people who were smart instead of aspirin. But, of course, it was so good that the FDA banned it. And you can't even find it now. I suppose you could have it made at a compounding pharmacy, but then you got to have a prescription to get it.
Okay, so what if we were a do-it-yourselfer? And I'm thinking, as you were saying this, I was thinking, okay, we have a garden, and we have a raised bed garden right outside our back door. And a lot of our class has started their own gardens. Well, how about this? How about if we took some copper dust, and you can get some finely powdered copper on eBay. What if we were to sprinkle that in our garden, mix it in with the soil, and let our plants uptake the copper?
Yes, and in a minute after the break, I'll tell you the foods that are high in the copper.
Okay, let's do that. Dr. Norm Shealy is with us, normshealy.com.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
We've been patiently waiting while you tried to ignore us, waiting while you acted like we didn't exist, waiting for our chance to be taken seriously. The wait is over. GCN is available 24/7 at GCNlive.com. Navigate through news from your favorite hosts and download archives of past shows. Download the app on your smartphone or tablet, or visit GCNlive.com for instant access and live streaming. GCNlive.com, the future of talk radio, now at your fingertips.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com. Honey, why are there fish swimming in our bathtub?
Aren't they cute? You need more omega-3s, and those fish oil pills with toxins and heavy metals are scary. So I'm making fish oil from scratch.
Oh boy, didn't I tell you I'm ordering Nutrigold fish oil? It's exceptionally pure.
That's what they all say.
No, really. Nutrigold's fish oil is concentrated from pure cold water fish straight off the Alaskan coast and manufactured right here in the USA.
Well, cold Alaskan waters are much more pristine than the polluted waters that other fish oils are sourced from.
That's what I'm saying. And it's 5-star certified to meet international purity, potency, and freshness standards.
Well, that sounds even better.
Great. I'll be in my office ordering a few bottles. If I order now on www.fishoil.best, I can save $5 using the promo code MyFishOil. Honey, why are there bees in my office?
Get rid of those fish burps for good. Go to Nutrigold's US-made fish oil products by going to www.fishoil.best and get $5 off by entering MyFishOil at checkout.
Hey, Berkey Guy here. Are you still drinking unfiltered tap water? Does your water contain chlorine or fluoride? Will you have drinkable water in an emergency? The Berkey Guy is here to help you remove these and other potential contaminants from your water, thus helping you drink clean, purified water. We offer Berkey water purification systems at the lowest available prices online. Don't go another moment without Berkey system. Over the last 10 years, we've helped thousands drink clean, purified water. Join them by visiting goberkey.com or call me, the Berkey Guy, at 877-886-3653. That's 877-886-3653.
Thousands of people seeking home security get ripped off every day, and the home security industry wants you to believe that's your only option. They've got hordes of salesmen out there trying to scare you into signing one of their long-term contracts. You get stuck writing huge checks month after month with no way out. It's robbery by contract, and it can cost you thousands. But there's a better way to protect your home. Simply Safe Home Security. Simply Safe has no contracts. None. You'll get award-winning 24/7 protection. Security professionals watching over your home, ready to instantly send police to the rescue for just $14.99 per month. That's less than half what most companies charge. Protect your home the smart way. Visit simplysafedefense.com today for an exclusive 10% offer and get a free keychain remote worth $25. Only when you go to simplysafedefense.com. simplysafedefense.com.
Class, Dr. Norman Shealy's with us, and Dr. Shealy, we've got Miles calling in from Europe. Miles, welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen. Hello, Dr. Shealy. How are you doing?
Wonderful. How about you?
I'm fine. I'm surprised your voice is getting better and better, and you seem to be younger and younger. How are you doing that?
Well, as you know, I have been working on telomere rejuvenation for the last 10 years, and my telomeres now are almost half my age.
Wow. Wow, that is something. I'm calling you in because I'm following the discussion now at the copper, being at the point of the copper. And I just want to give out a warning not to put copper dust into your soil, because copper in your soil with the rain turns into copper sulfate. And that is something you really do not want to have in your body because it's poisoning you. It's poisoning your soil as well, so probably whatever will grow on there, if you put too much in there, it won't do any good to you. But what you can do...
Go ahead.
Okay, what you can do instead is you can use copper gardening tools, and that brings bioavailable copper ions into your soil. For instance, Victor Schauberger was the one who started using copper tools for farming, and he developed copper plows. So we have still some of the copper plows, or plows that have, or these ruggers where you open up soil, towing behind a tractor, that have copper tips.
That is great information. I'm delighted to hear it. And of course, there's also the important ratio between zinc, and copper. So if
Yes,
you get
exactly.
an excess of copper over zinc, that can be just as bad as a deficiency of copper. In general, you want approximately twice as much zinc as copper in your diet.
Well, we have a doctor here. He's 94 years old. He has a farm as well, and sometimes we see each other. So I happened to see him yesterday, and we were talking about zinc. He's using zinc cream, you know, the ones that you put on a wound, on a light wound to heal the skin better. He uses it as deodorant. He puts it under his arm, and he says, "This is my daily intake of zinc. Now I only have to take care of the copper," and his blood vessels are really good. When you see his legs, he doesn't have any dark spots or hardened veins. He's like he's really in a condition like a 60-year-old without having any issues with his veins. And he's watching his zinc and copper intake. But what he told me is, don't take copper and zinc because your body can utilize zinc, and then you need to wait a little bit, and then you take the copper. Or you start with the copper, and then you take the zinc.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And actually, the daily minimum amount needed of copper is only 2 milligrams, although up to 4 milligrams is safe if you're getting enough zinc.
There's something else that I want to add into the copper topic. The nanoparticles that are raining down here on us tend to take the minerals out of our body. First, when the body needs to get its base, if it has too much acidity, it needs to compensate it, so it takes it out of the body, it takes it out of the bones. And here with these nanoparticles, like especially the magnesium and the calcium and the copper, vanadium and chromium, are being the ones that are being drained out of the body. This is just an observation that we had here. We have men that are now starting to have gray hair faster, brittle nails very, very quick. Eyesight is going bad after 2 months. So we are here in our village, we're pushing now for having the inhabitants taking in more minerals.
A good point. The world is toxic.
Miles, this is fascinating what you're saying. So as far as we don't want to put any copper dust in the garden, and the reason I thought that might work, and you said don't do it because it causes the ultimate chemical process causes copper sulfate to be formed, which is toxic. You can kill fish with that by putting it in a pond. But I've read that you should consider putting nails, a few nails in your garden, so that rust would put iron into your soil, and that's where that thought came from. What do you have the same thoughts about that?
Well, what we do here is we have, in the mountain regions, we have stones that are filled with minerals. So what we do is we use the stones. It's like a goat. If a goat is deficient in minerals, they start chewing on these stones. So what we're doing is, some people do have tanks where they have the gardening water running through, and the gardening water then takes the minerals and puts it out to the plants. Or they just put the stones into the soil where they want to have it next to the plants, and so the stones even can help feeding the plant its minerals.
Mm-hmm.
And of
Miles,
course, John Hamaker, 40 years ago, pointed out that if we could just grind up stones, it would provide, mostly post-glacial stones, it would provide adequate minerals in the soil.
There is a product in the United States that we are very jealous of because we cannot get a hand on it right now. It's a product that's called Accelerate. It's been mined by the company U.S. Rare Earth Minerals. And they have that accelerate for livestock as well as they do, or they had it for livestock as well as they had it for gardening purposes. And we were using that as our mineral intake. We put it into capsules, the livestock one, and we used it here. And we learned that from pilots, from Air Force pilots and American airline pilots that started losing their facial hair because of mineral deficiency. And the interesting point is, if you take a tablespoon of that acceleride, you put it into a glass, add some water, and you can you put a voltmeter into that, you can start reading currency in there, electric currents.
So it's an electrolyte.
It works as an electrolyte. It has 90, 94, 96, 97 elements in there, so it has the entire spectrum of all minerals. And it has been mined in Nevada at that dried out lake that where life at some point in time in our history where life changed there, so it dried out very quickly, and even the animals, the fish, the diatoms that were in there, they left all their minerals that they accumulated in their lifetimes in that lake.
There was a company, Miles, that was growing grass in an area like that, and then they were pressing the grass into a liquid, and then selling that as a mineral supplement. And they claimed pretty much what you're saying, that it had almost every element that's natural in it. And what a great idea, right?
Something else I want to add into that mix. We had the heat-related problems at the beginning of the show. And I just want to share our 59-year-old neighbor, a lady. She dropped dead working on the family's house. They expanded the house, and they were working on the house, so they had a couple of days outside. And she in the afternoon, she just felt sick and suddenly then dropped dead. What they found out now after the autopsy is she had an edema, a capillary edema in her head. So this is what happened. What happened here just last week. Just put her to her grave this morning. So we were talking about the causes here, and we started talking about heat-related problems all over. Background here: we have a couple of UV meters in the village to read the UV rays. Well, we have to exchange them now 2 or 3 times a year because they're frying out.
So, Miles, this relates to the story of the calves dying that we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, right?
Well, we don't seem to be immune to that as well.
Yeah. Yep. And I mentioned that you and I talked before the broadcast yesterday, and that the cows that we're seeing dying here, perfectly healthy cows, just dying, falling over, and it's really unsettling. It's it's happening too often. And
do you put out a mineral lick for your cows?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, we absolutely do. And we have multiple mineral licks, and we check the cows every day if possible. I mean, if we can get out there, we're there. We talk to them. We give them hugs. So, we pay attention to them. It's not like we ignore them. And that's why it's so upsetting. It's not like they're abandoned. And we make sure they have water. We make sure they have access to shade, and they have plenty of shade. I mean, where this cow died, I would say 1/3 of the area that they're in a 40-acre field. And at least, I mean, there are trees everywhere. There's woods, there's a pond. They can go swimming in a couple of ponds, and they do. I think they're hot. I really think they're hot. And that brings to mind another point, and that's like the government agents are suggesting that we fence the cows out of the woods. We fence them out of the streams and ponds.
Well, if it's a government, it's wrong.
Yeah. Miles,
They're doing a great job. They're doing a great job. That's fine.
did you want to hold through? Miles, do you want to stay with us?
I stay with you.
Okay. Miles and Dr. Shealy will be with us right after these few short commercial announcements. By now, you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pulaski of the Pulaski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states.
Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937.
Okay, open your mouth and say ah.
Getting a good view of a sore throat can be difficult, but the new doctor-recommended sore throat exam kit from SayAhNow.com makes it easy. A first-of-its-kind scientifically designed oral retractor to relax the tongue, minimize gag reflex, and increase visibility. Our Made in the USA kit also includes a medical-grade reference chart, easy-to-use website and apps so that you're one click away from unparalleled sore throat information. Click SayAhNow.com. SayAhNow.com, a must-have for your family's medical preparedness.
Friends, this is Alex Jones for MidasResources.com. For more than 15 years, I have exclusively used Midas Resources for all my precious metal needs. Whether it's bullion or collectibles you're looking for, Midas Resources is simply the best. I own my gold as a hedge against inflation. This Federal Reserve fiat currency could go the way of the Deutschmark and the Weimar Republic anytime. In these historically dangerous times, it makes sense to physically hold gold and silver. Midas already has some of the best deals in the industry. But if you give them a call and mention the radio special, they will give you a list of the day's super specials. Midas brokers are standing by to answer all your questions at 800-686-2237. They also have a lot of informative free literature explaining the opportunities and risk of holding precious metals. They are ready to answer your questions at 800-686-2237. Again, that's 800-686-2237.
Everyone says or does something silly once in a while, but once that embarrassing thing is on the internet, it can spread like a terrible rash. Put it to rest. Get a free expert analysis today from Reputation.com. It only takes 30 seconds. 800-831-0771. We protect your online image by helping to make sure that when people search for you or your business, they find the most current, accurate information possible. Reputation.com, because word travels fast. Call for a free analysis today. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771.
At 30dayfoodsupply.com, two of our top priorities are providing quality food at a reasonable price and protecting your security. When you call 800-700-2184, we will never record your phone call and never ask for your personal information, like how much food you have stored or where you keep it. We'll also never store your credit card information and email address on a computer. Your email address will never be shared or sold. We'll never limit the number of boxes you can purchase. We'll never use outside packers or use relabeled food from another company. Our meals are naturally high in fiber, carbs, and protein, and everything is packed with oxygen absorbers and Mylar pouches under our direct supervision at our plant in Oregon. Oregon Trail Foods and 30dayfoodsupply.com keep prices low by buying directly from their producers in Oregon and then passing the savings on to you. Call 800-700-2184 and purchase our 30-day 90-serving emergency food supply for only $99, and $10 ships your entire order to the lower 48. Visit our website, 30dayfoodsupply.com, or call 800-700-2184. That's 30dayfoodsupply.com at 800-700-2184.
KDArmor.com is your one-stop shop for the most affordable body armor, period. With packages starting at $169.99 and free shipping on every order. KD offers soft armor and rifle threat rated armor up to level 4. Go to KDArmor.com and get your body armor today while you still can. Mention this ad and receive a free tactical scarf for a limited time with any body armor package. That's CATIarmor.com. Come and take it.
Dr. Norman Shealy's with us, a medical doctor, and joining us from Europe is Miles. Miles, as I was listening to what you were saying, are you saying that we are accelerating aging through the geoengineering that is happening all over the United States and Europe as well?
Well, that's what we see here, that the aging component of the body is increasing, and most doctors just offer remedies against pain and do not go to the source. So we are fortunate to have some of the old folks here who still are advising us in what to do and how to live with the changed circumstances of our lives here. So, for instance, it was very common here that in summer, we are a little light skinned here, so when we go out, we get sunburned pretty quick. It was very normal to use calcium on a daily basis prior to going out, or then coming home when you've been exposed to the sun. Today, these pharmaceutics have all aspartame here, so they they found a way on how to give us our share of poison every day. That's why we went back to calcium citrate and calcium carbonate, and we put it in capsules ourselves, and we use it on a daily basis, like every day. And when we're exposed to the sun, we take even a double dose of that. So that's an important thing for the ones who have issues with the sun. But for the copper, let me go back. My wife uses to buy a product in the United States from the GNC Health store that has copper in it. I cannot take it because there's something in there that gives me a rash on my forehead. But so I'm using my vitamins here that I'm accustomed to. And this product is called Ultra Mega. It has copper in there. It has vitamin B12 in there. Maybe some of the class should go to a GNC Health store and just check out with that product and find out whether it works for them or not. It's a daily source of copper.
Dr. Shealy, do you have a supplement that contains the copper that you recommend? Can we get one of Norm Shealy's products?
Well, there is certainly a small amount of copper in my essential multivitamin mineral. You know what food is highest in copper? Oysters.
Well, too bad we don't eat them anymore, because here they are produced in France, and France is inundated with chemtrails, even at the coastline.
Yeah, well,
so we don't touch that anymore.
It's a real problem everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah. But other than that, have a look at that accelerite. Maybe there is another type of clay that might be useful for gardening as well as for the livestock. And if it works for the livestock, I scale things down and use it on a personal base for me, and I'm flourishing. I'm just fine, and I have lots of energy the entire day, and I only need 5 hours of sleep, and I can run without a problem.
Miles, can you? I'm at the U.S. Rare Earth website. Can you spell accelerite for us so that I can post a link on usaprepares.com?
Sure. It's EXCELERITE. I repeat, EXCELERITE.
Got it. Okay, I'll take care of that and post that on the website, usaprepares.com. It'll be on page 1. Miles, are you seeing more chemtrails than ever before, or are they slowing down?
There's no slowing down of that. We see even more. They have larger planes now. We have them fly over with Airbus 380s, spraying the entire sky now. It's incredible.
Miles, do you want to stay with us for the second hour?
No, I am leaving, gentlemen. Thank you very much for having me on the show. My presence is required. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks very much. That was Miles, senior USAPrepares.com instructor. Miles and I talk many times a week, and we're seeing the same things here in the United States as he's seeing in Europe. He's got lots of advice, lots of counsel. Miles speaks 7 languages. English is not his. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
Do you have difficulty taking supplements? Are you searching for a high-quality, complete nutritional drink that your whole family will love? NutriMedical's Life Support has arrived. All of your daily nutritional requirements in one quick, delicious drink. Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support is a proprietary blend of vegan protein, activated vitamins, essential minerals, amino acids, probiotics, green tea, digestive enzymes, anti-inflammatories, cancer prevention, detoxification, and much more. Your body will high-five you for this one. Life Support is the best complete nutrition meal replacement on the market. Whether you are an elite athlete, have post-operative challenges, chronic illness, elderly, or a family that just wants a quick, delicious drink, try Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support for optimized nutrition in one great tasting smoothie. Just add cold water, almond milk, fruit, or anything else you like. NutriMedical's Life Support. Try our great tasting chocolate or vanilla today. Call 888-212-8871 or visit us online at NutriMedical.com. NutriMedical.com for the whole family.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
There are hundreds of silver products on the market today, but there's nothing like the astonishing health benefits of the multi-patented One Silver Solution. Boost your immune system at a great price with our Silver Solution Liquid, starting at $12.95 a bottle. Now available in regular and extra strength. That's half the price of the leading competitors. Call 844-USILVER for your free catalog, or go to OneSilverSolution.com. OneSilverSolution.com. There is only one Silver Solution.
Everyone all set, cocked, locked, blissed. Hour number 2 of USAPrepares.com with Dr. Norman Shealy. And if you'd like to call us, 866-582-9933, 866-582-9933. And I mentioned during the previous hour that I would post on the website, USAPrepares.com, a link to Accelerate Restoration Minerals. And I've tried for the last 5, 6, 7 minutes. And I keep posting it and it says, please try again, please try again. So something is causing this post not to appear. And during my attempts to post the link, I called Accelerate, the manufacturer of it, U.S. Rare Earth Minerals, and I got voicemail, so I left a message that we'd love to talk with them and possibly have them on the air with us to talk about, what this is, how it works, and so forth. So I'm on it. And I'd like to thank Rick Kaler, USAPrepares.com instructor, with Rick's satellite. We had a massive lightning storm here And of course, it hit the ground, and the lightning traveled across the ground, hopped on the underground cable between our satellite receiver that we use to listen to alternative radio, and included in alternative radio, of course, is Genesis Communications Network and Republic Broadcasting and others, via Galaxy 19 satellite, which we broadcast on, and ours got blown up, and I was able to get another unit from Rick's satellite, and Rick will be on the air with us talking about how all this works and how to install your own satellite receiver that will receive free to air signals. So when you buy one of these things, if it doesn't get hit by lightning, it'll last years and years and years. We're going to talk about how to install them and what program you can get, including USAPrepares.com and other broadcasts. Dr. Norman Shealy is with us, and Dr. Shealy, it seems to me that many of us are aging faster than we would like to. And Miles has said that it's happening in Europe, and it looks like a lot of this is coming from the spraying, the toxins all around us. And you've been saying it for years, that this is happening to us, and we need to stay healthy, and we need to have these vitamin and mineral supplements. And this is not a commercial. This is what we need to do to stay away from hospitals and medical professionals by just staying healthy, avoiding the problems that can result as a result of the toxins all around us. And we're just talking about health and nutrition and doing the right thing, but it seems so many of us are aging faster than we should. I'm seeing it all around me. Are you seeing this as well?
Well, I don't think so, but that, except when I travel. And of course, remember, I live a sort of isolated life. I don't see more than, on an average day, more than 4 or 5 people, and it's the same people every day.
Okay. I noticed this, when I see people whom I have not seen in a few years, I notice a dramatic difference. And, the most extreme example of that was when I went to my 25th high school reunion, a couple decades ago, and I couldn't believe how old everybody got. Because I hadn't seen, these high school friends of mine, for a couple decades. And so it looks like maybe that's just a dramatic example. Meniere's disease. Dr. Shealy, Mrs. Finelli just came into the studio, and she says that one of our class has a friend who has Meniere's disease. It's an inner ear progressive disease. Can you share with us anything about that? MENIERES?
It's a very variable disease. The Meniere's disease essentially means you've got what's called vertigo. It's primarily caused by a disturbance to the half of the eighth cranial nerve. The eighth cranial nerve includes both hearing and balance. And it's thought to be often due to a viral infection in the ear, but may or may not be. It's best, it needs to be checked out always, because the symptom itself is not absolute proof that it's just Meniere's disease. There are all kinds of other things, including even a tumor of the eighth cranial nerve. Remember,
so
the one thing I say so often is that there is a place for physicians. And the best place for a physician is to make a diagnosis, not always to treat, but to make the diagnosis and be sure. Basically, you just need to ask a whole bunch of questions like, are you unsteady? Do you feel as if you're whirling around? Or are the rooms whirling around? Is there ringing in the ear? Is there pressure in the ear? It usually affects only one ear. And the if you don't want to see a physician, and in the early stages you don't have to, there is a homeopathic preparation called Cocculus, Cocculus, that often is excellent to treat vertigo.
Okay, I will make sure that that this young person hears what you've had to say. I'll make sure I send a link to this particular part of the broadcast. Dr. Shealy, we did a study. You were in charge of the study, Diatomaceous Earth, at the meetup, and a whole bunch of us volunteered to participate in it. And I didn't really want to bias the study, so you talked with a lot of our meetup group a couple Mondays ago. Can you? And I believe you shared this with John Regan while he was in the seat for me. Can you share with us what you found?
Impressive result was that virtually everybody was taking large doses. A tablespoon up to 2 or 3 tablespoons a day.
Mm-hmm.
And all kinds of feelings that it improved overall well-being and health. Personally, I do have to mention that I only take 1 teaspoon a day.
Mm-hmm.
I have an extremely sensitive intestinal tract, and 1 teaspoon a day has been excellent for me. But when I get much above that, it can cause diarrhea. So for people listening, I always suggest you start with a half teaspoon twice a day. And after a few days, increase it, a little bit. And it seems to be safe. It seems to be good for digestion in general. It helps the normal, healthy bacteria of our intestines. It is detoxifying, and it's particularly good as a vermifuge, which means to treat intestinal parasites. So I'm extremely grateful that you brought to my attention several months ago the concept of, about the time of the expo, the use of food-grade diatomaceous earth. It's one of my top recommendations for everybody.
Well, Aaron Dakins and I were talking about this off the air, and we're talking about what do we do for the parasites that our animals have, and how do you treat them cost effectively and so forth. And we were talking about, she's a farmer as well, and she was at and a broadcaster right here on Genesis Communications Network. She broadcasts from 10 to midnight Central Time. The broadcast is called The Truth Traveler, and she's very interested in animal health and as well as human health. And so we were talking about this, and the natural extension of this was Dr. Shealy's involvement. And what I heard during your presentation at the meetup a few weeks ago was one of the things was very interesting. Morgan is one of our class at the meetup, and he was, I can't believe it, he was saying he takes it 3 times a day and you couldn't pry it away from him. He's increased his dosage from, let's say, a half a teaspoon, as you suggested, to 3 tablespoons a day, if I'm not sure. I think I heard that correctly, 3 tablespoons, right?
Yep.
And he loves it. He has more energy, and I can see it in him. I can literally see more energy in him than I have in years. He's been coming to the meetups for years. So from my perspective, what I heard was very much what my results were. And they are bouncing out of bed with more agility in the morning, more energy, requiring less sleep, requiring less food. That seems to be what I found.
Yeah, no question about it. It is a great product, and everybody should, examine their own thing. My problem, of course, with feeling more energy with it is I already have excellent energy. So, it's hard. I don't want to have, what I would call excess energy or irritable energy. So I'm exquisitely happy with a teaspoon a day, but for some people, I say explore. Find out what works best for you.
And we're talking about food-grade diatomaceous earth. Food grade.
Absolutely.
Not the industrial grade, because as we've discussed on this broadcast, the other, the industrial grade is toxic. So it must be food grade. And we have it here. If you're interested, it's $11. It's $11 for a canister the size of a 1-gallon milk jug. So if you're interested, just send me an email, and we'll see if we can get it to you. And we have, maybe 30 or 40 in stock right this moment. We take it. Our animals take it. Our family takes it. And I don't think anyone that we've shared this with says, nah, it doesn't work. I don't think anyone has said that. Dr. Shealy and I'll be right back. By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local MyTV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MyTV. 1-855-905-MyTV.
Okay, honey, I have to ask, and be honest here. Have you been taking a little blue pill? Because things have been pretty good in the bedroom lately.
No, I swear.
You didn't pick anything up at the Pharmacia last month in Cancun?
No.
Well, something's different.
I have been taking that heart and body extract you bought me.
But that's for your heart and to control your cholesterol.
Well, I read HB extract also promotes healthy prostate function.
I never guessed it would work this well,
but you're glad it did.
Oh, yeah.
Heart and Body Extract is a 100% organic formula that promotes a strong heart, healthy arterial flow, better circulation, improves erectile and prostate gland function, and provides youthful energy, strength, and stamina. Find out more at heartandbodyextract.com. Heart and Body Extract paired with healthy heart choices is a winning combination. Call toll-free to order or for free information. 1-866-295-5305. 1-866-295-5305.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, there's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
Dr. Norman Shealy's with us. Dr. Shealy, we had a chance to chat for a couple seconds during the break, and you said you had a question for me.
Right. There have been lots and lots of rumors from all kinds of so-called experts predicting a major economic crash, not necessarily the final biggie, but a significant one beginning on September 28th. Your opinion?
Dr. Shealy, I talk with people all over the country and in Europe, and there's a great concern from everybody, all of our instructors whom I chat with, and I speak with them a lot. I mean, there are a couple hundred of us here, and I get calls every day. The concerns that we have are, we know, and if we listen to Captain John Regan, we know that the financial collapse is a certainty. We know that. As far as exactly when, I don't know. However, I've been using the words at the meetups. I am almost in a mild panic. It's deliberate what I'm doing. I am preparing for a disruption of the grid. I am preparing for a supply chain disruption. I'm preparing for shortages. I'm preparing for, as if everything's going to stop. That's outside of our farm. I can't say exactly why. I can't point to any particular thing that is causing me to feel this way, but the proof of what I'm saying is I literally took a week off broadcasting, and that's something that I don't take lightly. I literally took a week off, didn't answer the phone. I was not available for a full week while I was preparing the farm for what is to come. And what that is, I'm really not sure, but I don't have good feelings about much. I really don't. I was talking to one of my outlaws, and I love this guy. He's a wonderful, wonderful man. I've known him for a long, long time, decades. And I've known him since, I was a teenager. And he said to me, Vinny, can't you say anything positive? And what I was doing was giving him a 30-minute capsule of all these threats that are around us. And I said, no, I can't. But, it's not like it's whining. That's not it. It's saying, here are the things that are happening, and here's what we should consider thinking about doing. Okay. So I don't get a chance to see my outlaws very often. So I have to make the best of the opportunity to share with them the knowledge and the information that we have, things that we've learned that just is not common in the mainstream media. So, Dr. Shealy, let me share this with you. The answer is I don't know. However, what I did do, because I felt these things, exactly what we talked about, within the last month, I've had several meetups that related to, okay, guys, let's talk about what the problems are, what the concerns are. And I have in front of me this poster board that I used to write down the concerns. Just a couple words with the concerns that our meetup group had. And these are people who have been with us for, some of us have been together for 5 years during these meetups every single week. And so I asked the group to highlight what the concerns were, and I asked everybody to participate. Now, many of us had the same concerns. And they ranked their concerns from 1 being, they're concerned about it, but, at the lowest level of concern, 10 being the highest level. So let me just read a few of these. Financial collapse, that ranked at 10. Lies at all levels. Lies from the government, lies from corporations, lies in the media, lies that we're being told that we know are lies. So we distrust the message and the messenger. So that ranked at 10. Natural disasters ranked at 10. Good health, making sure that we have good health and what we have to do to have good health. That ranked at 10. good health care, 10. The First Amendment, 10. The dollar as the reserve currency, 10. Dictatorship at the highest level of the United States, 9. We'll continue with this when we come back. Dr. Norman Shealy, normshealy.com.
If you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state in back taxes, you know they'll never stop coming after you. With bank levies, wage garnishments, they'll even seize your home or business. The good news? A government program for tax debt forgiveness. It's called the Fresh Start Initiative.
I'm Paul Sibley with U.S. Tax Shield. We can help navigate the new laws, get you protected, and resolve your tax issues permanently.
Call the experts at U.S. Tax Shield now for your free consultation and get a guaranteed quote to resolve your case. Call 800-436-6451. That's 800-436-6451.
Healthy, organic, fresh fish, robust, mouth-watering vegetables, all from your home. It's called aquaponics. This brilliant, self-sustaining protein and veggie system is perfect for year-round growing. Know exactly where your food is coming from. Aquaponicssource.com is the one-stop shop for all your needs. Fish, fish food, plumbing, full systems, classes, and more. Learn to build your own system. Go to aquaponicssource.com for a free guide to aquaponics. That's aquaponicssource.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Hey neighbor, what are you doing digging? You had a heart attack last year.
Oh, I know. I was told no more hard labor.
Then why are you digging?
Well, I've been taking Extendovite. It's been approved to help my heart.
Extendovite? Is that a new drug?
No, not a drug. It's more like an herbal combination made from garlic and cayenne.
Herbal? How can that help?
Well, actually, we've taken herbs for thousands of years. And Extendovite is doing the job for me.
Does your doctor know about Extendovite?
Yeah, my doctor knows, and he said it seems to be working for you, so don't stop taking it. I feel great taking Extendovite. I don't want to stop.
To order, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822, or visit our website at heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Ted Anderson, I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Do you have difficulty taking supplements? Are you searching for a high-quality, complete nutritional drink that your whole family will love? NutriMedical's Life Support has arrived. All of your daily nutritional requirements in one quick, delicious drink. Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support is a proprietary blend of vegan protein, activated vitamins, essential minerals, amino acids, probiotics, green tea, digestive enzymes, anti-inflammatories, cancer prevention, detoxification, and much more. Your body will high-five you for this one. Life Support is the best complete nutritious meal replacement on the market. Whether you are an elite athlete, have post-operative challenges, chronic illness, elderly, or a family that just wants a quick, delicious drink, try Dr. Bill Deagle's Life Support for optimized nutrition in one great tasting smoothie. Just add cold water, almond milk, fruit, or anything else you like. NutriMedical's Life Support. Try our great tasting chocolate or vanilla today. Call 888-212-8871 or visit us online at NutriMedical.com. NutriMedical.com for the whole family.
Everyone says or does something silly once in a while, but once that embarrassing thing is on the internet, it can spread like a terrible rash. Put it to rest. Get a free expert analysis today from Reputation.com. It only takes 30 seconds. 800-831-0771. We protect your online image by helping to make sure that when people search for you or your business, they find the most current, accurate information possible. Reputation.com, because word travels fast. Call for a free analysis today. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771.
You pick up the receiver with your heart racing and sweat dripping from your forehead. You finally muster the courage to dial the number to call into your favorite talk radio show. It rings once, twice, and then...
Hello, it's GCN. What's your name and the state you're calling from?
Surprised you got through, you squeak out.
Jason from Minnesota.
Please hold.
As you patiently wait for your turn, you begin to daydream about being a famous talk radio host and what it would be like to have your own show.
Jason from Minnesota, you're up.
Millions of loyal listeners worldwide waiting to call and talk to you.
Caller, are you there?
Cheering crowds surround you, calling out your name.
Jason! Jason!
Going once, twice. Okay, we gotta move on to the next caller.
You blew it.
Huh? Wait, no!
Interact with the host you're listening to right now online at gcnlive.com. Click on the community link. Engage with other listeners. Ask questions. Start debates. Don't agree with the host? Let them know. Be a part of the community at gcnlive.com.
Dr. Norman Shealy's with us, and Dr. Shealy, I have this poster-sized board in my hands in the studio, and it's the same one that we used at the meetup to delineate what our concerns were, and they're ranked, 1 through 10, 10 being the most serious of our concerns. One that ranked a 9 was dictatorship, and what that refers to is that Barack Hussein Obama would become dictator, or whoever's selected next as our I don't even know if the word's president anymore, corporate CEO of the United States, running roughshod over all of us. So that ranked a 9. Then federal attacks on states' rights ranked a 10. The Second Amendment attacks ranked a 10. Implants forcing us to take chips and identification mechanisms ranked a 7. The Internet of Things that John Regan talks about, all of these devices that we have, our cars connecting to other cars, and cell phone towers connecting to our automobiles and trucks, and our televisions and our dishwashers and stoves and microwave ovens, and all these things that we have, cell phones attaching to the network, that the Internet of Things ranked an 8. Handouts, giving people things that they haven't worked for, that we are paying for, we the villagers are paying for. That's another one. And then there was another one that the one that ranked, that was the Internet of Things was an 8, handouts was a 10. The one that ranked the lowest was a 5. And that was a serious medical event in a family that would destroy the family's ability to survive. So someone gets cancer in a family, and it takes out the whole family's financial wherewithal. Vaccines, that ranked at 10. The concern over vaccines and the results of that. A media blackout of the information. It seems like we don't get through the mainstream media what's really happening. The distrust of the media, that ranked at 10. Civil unrest, 9. An EMP, an electromagnetic pulse, ranked a 7. Iran, ranked 9. Bad food, 10. The lack of food labeling, 6. Martial law, 10. Jobs in the United States of America, 7 out of 10. Food, the availability of food, 10. The lack of adhering to the Constitution of the United States and the constitutions of the states, 10. Where has humanity gone? Why haven't we, why don't we help each other? What has happened to us? What has happened to our morals? 8. Immigration, 10. Just government, plain old government oppression and intervention and snooping and spying in our lives, 10. The concern for our future generations, what we have done, the poisoning of the planet. How are the future generations going to survive? 10. Violence, 9. Government corruption, 9. Morals, 10. Families in crisis, 9. Healthcare for veterans, 8. Abuse of power, 9. Frauds on every level. Government frauds, frauds by corporations, the deception, the cheating, the lying, the stealing, 10. So that's some of the thoughts of our meetup group, Dr. Shealy. That's a pretty formidable list. That proves that we are surrounded 360 degrees by threats. Now we haven't mentioned fluoride. We haven't really talked about the electromagnetic radiation. We haven't, and buried in there probably are those things. But if you put all that together, is something going to happen? Yeah, absolutely. It could be one of many, many things, including things that we didn't list on that poster. But those are the thoughts of our group. So do I think something's going to happen? Absolutely. Am I preparing for it? Yes. Do I know when? No, I don't. But I'm absolutely certain that things are getting worse every single day. I was traveling on the interstate, out of state, and what I noticed is that it's, when you get close to Washington, D.C., it is me first. I don't care who's in front of me. I'm going to get around them. I'm going to push them off the road. Horns honking, lights flashing to get you out of the way. It doesn't matter whether you're doing the speed limit or not. If you're not doing over the speed limit by 10 or 15 miles an hour, if you're in Washington, D.C. on the Beltway, you're going to get run over. It's literally every man and woman for him or herself. And and we talked about this at the last meetup, the sum of the individual greed that we're seeing throughout the country. If you add up all of our greediness, every one of us, and you put it all together, that's how we got to where we are right now. And then you look at our government, must be terrified of what we might do collectively, that they're trying to spy on every one of us because they're afraid that, once the ball starts rolling, we're going to mow those guys down. And they're probably right. They're probably right. And people ask me, I've had many conversations, when do you think it's going to start? I don't know. But someone's going to lose his temper, and it's going to start. I was talking with one of our instructors. He was he was driving in another state, not Missouri, recently. And it was at night, and there were a couple cops in the road. So he stopped and he said, hey, it's really hard to see you guys. You're in the road. It's dark. You're wearing these dark uniforms. We can't see you. For your own safety, I just want you to know it's really hard to see you guys. What'd they do? They told him they were setting up a DUI checkpoint. So they pulled him over and they couldn't find anything wrong. So one of the cops said, well, we'll find something. We're going to find something to give you a citation for. We're going to find it. Now, here's a guy trying to help them out. He didn't yell at him. He didn't give him the finger. He didn't curse him out. He just said, look, I just want you to know it's really hard to see you guys, and I'd hate to see you get run over. So what'd they do? They gave him a $200 ticket. So if you look at these things,
call it for?
Failure to produce a registration, which he produced. License, registration, proof of insurance. So they made it up. They made up that he didn't have it. He had it. He produced it, but they said he didn't. And so he and I were on the phone talking about this. Wow. We're now at the point where these guys, the blue plague is making things up. And of course I told him the story about, it's not just you. This is happening all over. We're seeing it everywhere we go. When you see a police car, how many times do you see just one police car pulling somebody over? I'm seeing multiple police cars pulling somebody over. And it doesn't look like it's been a shootout. They're certainly not helping change somebody's tire. It's Dr. Shealy, I saw in Virginia a vehicle that had 6 cameras on it. 6 cameras, and this guy was riding around in a Walmart parking lot. He was a city cop, and on the side of the vehicle it said, parking enforcement. This guy had this, and I walked over to him and I said, hey, wow, that's really cool. So he thought I was, praising him for all this neat technology. I wanted to see what it was. He gave me the tour. He had a car, an SUV, 2 cameras pointing 45 degrees down in the front right and front left, 4 cameras in the back pointing 45 degrees down. He's reading license plates riding around in a Walmart parking lot as well as wherever he goes. He's pointing to the screen. He says, all I have to do is touch this screen on this notebook computer. I send a signal, wirelessly through a secure communications network that the police have, not the cell phone network. They have their own network. He touches a button, accesses the database. This thing reads license plates, figures out who is out of registration. He points to the screen, sends him a ticket. And he thinks it's the coolest thing because he can just ticket all day long. He's the most hated person in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And he doesn't even know it. And he's riding around in Walmart. What's he doing riding around on private property, giving tickets for out of registration vehicles? Who are these people? So
you've got to learn to express yourself then. You need to go watch television. It'll calm you down.
Dr. Shealy, seriously, this guy is a one-man rolling toll booth. And literally he just rides around and gives tickets. That's his job. And he told me, he said, this thing can read a license plate at 60 miles an hour. So he told me if he is going 60 miles an hour and there's a stationary vehicle, he can grab that license plate while he's traveling 60 miles an hour. Who thinks up this kind of technology? Who thinks this up? And it gets unleashed on us. Now, I don't think it's proper to have an out of registration vehicle. I mean, if you choose to have license plates, okay, then keep them current. That's what I do. I mean, I don't like it. I don't like the ever increasing fees. In Missouri, when I register a truck, they want to know how much weight I'm going to have. And the more weight I'm going to have in this truck, the higher the price of the tags. So for example, if I want to have local within 50 miles, I can have a lower price tag. If I want to tow a trailer, I better figure out how much the trailer weighs, how much the truck weighs, and how much weight I'm going to have on the truck and trailer at the same time. And I better have it registered for at least that weight, or I can get a summons. So I try to do all that right. But here we have this guy riding around. I don't know. Anyway, I guess you hit one. You hit one of my buttons, but I don't know when it's going to happen. Kyle will be right with you right after the break. How many of you want to learn how to dig up bugs, worms, and raise crickets for food? Do you prefer to eat them dried and crunchy or while still alive? Well, you won't have to if you can defend your food supply from predators. You may want to get an AR-15 kit from guns80.com and build your own AR-15 rifle from a kit. If you can legally own a rifle, you can purchase this AR-15 kit. If you're handy, you can complete the rifle in about an hour. The kit comes with all the parts you're going to need to build your rifle, but you'll need a drill press. And survivalists need one anyway. The Guns80.com team purchased the same used floor-standing drill press that I have for $100. You can too. And when you're finished, you'll have a paperwork-free AR-15 rifle, a drill press, drill bits, and the knowledge to maintain your AR-15 rifle, all for less than you expect. So if you want a paperwork-free AR-15 parts kit like mine, visit Guns80.com, Guns80.com, and let the unprepared have our share of the bugs.
The human body is more than 60% water. Your brain and muscles are 75% water. And your blood is 92% water. Water's vital to your body, and alkalizing your water is the key to keep it running at its best. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops keep your entire body healthy, boosts energy, promotes weight loss, and even fights cancer. Call 800-518-7615 or go to alkavision.com to find out more. That's ALKAvision.com.
Okay, open your mouth and say ah.
Getting a good view of a sore throat can be difficult, but the new doctor-recommended sore throat exam kit from SayAhNow.com makes it easy. A first-of-its-kind scientifically designed oral retractor to relax the tongue, minimize gag reflex, and increase visibility. Our Made in the USA kit also includes a medical-grade reference chart, easy-to-use website and app so that you're one click away from unparalleled sore throat information. Click SayAhNow.com. SayAhNow.com, a must-have for your family's medical preparedness.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.
We've been patiently waiting while you tried to ignore us, waiting while you acted like we didn't exist, waiting for our chance to be taken seriously. The wait is over. GCN is available 24/7 at GCNlive.com. Navigate through news from your favorite hosts and download archives of past shows. Download the app on your smartphone or tablet or visit GCNlive.com for instant access and live streaming. GCNlive.com, the future of talk radio, now at your fingertips.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar in a book explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Did you know that drinking pure, high alkaline water is one of the most important factors in maintaining high energy and vibrant health? Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops, available only at alkavision.com, combine a unique formula of only the most alkaline minerals. AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops alkalize your water, ridding the body of harmful toxins, and helps you regain health and energy. Alkalizing your water by simply adding 10 drops of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops helps the body rid itself of acidic waste, increases oxygen content, and raises the pH of your body to healthy levels. And bacteria and viruses cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH Drops for only $29.95 at alkavision.com. That's ALKAvision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776. Alkalize your body. Supercharge your health at alkavision.com.
Class, Dr. Shealy is with us, and we've got Kyle in Montana. Kyle will be with you in just 1 minute. I want to share this with Dr. Shealy very quickly. Dr. Shealy, I've been having some strange dreams, and it's not just me. I was talking with one of our instructors in Michigan. I said, it's really weird. I'm having these strange dreams. And this guy is a gearhead. He likes mechanics. He likes electronics. He likes a lot of things that I like. And he's just a few years younger than I. And so we're talking about these strange dreams that he's having, I'm having. I don't get to see him all the time, so we don't see each other every day. And so last night I had this dream, and it makes no sense. These are dreams that don't relate to anything. They're disjointed. They're in full color. So here I am at the bank in this dream, and I see the same ladies for 10 years at the bank. They all know me. They can recognize me from a quarter of a mile away, and they know my voice and so forth. And so I walk in the bank in my dream, and I said, yeah, I got fired. Yep, I got fired from my job. And the bank teller says to me, well, that's okay. You still have a balance in your account. Now, Dr. Shealy, do I care about getting fired? Absolutely not. Okay. And would a bank teller say to me, that's okay. You still have a balance left in your account. Those are two things that just wouldn't happen. Are you seeing or hearing people having strange, vivid, disjointed dreams that make no sense at all to the way they live or their concerns?
Yes, and I think it is the increasing chaos in the world, the energy of, whatever it is, 7 billion people, all of whom recognize that a crisis is building. And remember,
because these dreams that I'm having make no sense. They are not things that, I go to sleep concerned about. They're totally non-related to any of that. And not only that, they are disjointed. It's like two people having a conversation, if you will, talking about different subjects together, not related to each other, but they're together in the same scenario.
Yeah, well, I think
Kyle
it's
yeah,
just universal chaos.
Okay, Kyle, welcome.
Good morning. I'll do something to try to take your blood pressure down a little, Vince, and ask Dr. Shealy a question. Dr. Shealy, we've been having a lot of fires up here in Montana, and my wife has asthma. And I'm wondering, she's been having to use an inhaler a lot lately. And I'm wondering, is there any natural remedies that'll really help with asthma?
The best one, and it has to be done over a long period of time, is autogenic training, Kyle. It retrains the autonomic nervous system. Now, the other things that can help are adequate intakes of vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin A. And today, that means to me 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C. In vitamin A, I like astaxanthin, astaxanthin, 20 milligrams. In vitamin E, I like tocotrienols, which is Sunset, Kyani Sunset. And the only other is that when you do take that increased amount of vitamin C, you need to up your vitamin B complex to 25 milligrams.
Okay.
That can help the immune system cope with unusual stress.
Okay. All right. I got it. And you know something, Vince, while we got this a few seconds probably here left, I have been having the same exact thing with the dreams. Weirdest dreams that absolutely don't mean anything to anything. It's just started like in the last maybe 2 weeks.
I talked with Joey. I talked with Joey in Michigan about this, and every once in a while he and I will get on a call for about an hour, and we're talking about all kinds of things, the economy and what we see, and preparedness, and machines that we're looking at, and he's having the same ones, and it's so there are many of us that are experiencing this, and class. Give us a call if you're experiencing these things. Give us a call over the next few days and let us know what's happening, because I think the things that we see here, others are seeing, and they may think it's just them, but it's not. It's not. Kyle, thanks so much, and thanks so much for all your help with our solar design over the past year. I appreciate your help. Kyle in Montana, thanks so much for being with us. Dr. Shealy, thanks so much for being with us. Class, above all, honesty and integrity. What happens? By now you know that USAPrepares.com is your source for water filtration systems. Here at the farm, we use our water filtration system for drinking, cooking, and for our cats and dogs. Which brand are we using? Well, that would be the ProPure system, because it filters out pathogens, microbes, chlorine, and fluoride. Multiple sources indicate that fluoride is responsible for lowering our IQs by 5%. Now, how many of you would like to sign up for a lower IQ? USAPrepares.com offers ProPure water filtration systems and accessories at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate. We buy them by the pallet loads and pass the savings on to you. And if you're outside of Missouri, there's no sales tax. And if this appeals to you, visit USAPrepares.com. That's USAPrepares.com. You can order online, and we have the ProPure water filtration systems in stock, ready to ship. USAPrepares.com. ProPure water filtration systems at the same price as everyone else, except we offer an instant rebate.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.